Yo, what it do, man? This your boy Hot Boy Guttah on GUP. I am him because he is me. Welcome back, man, to episode 4 of Guttah Underground Podcast. And man, listen, East Point Men's League this past Sunday was lit for sure. And this past Sunday was lit because of the comeback of the Paul and Pooh show off, right? We ain't gonna sit there and act like Paul and Pooh did not pack out that damn gym. That's what we ain't gonna do. All right, but we gonna get into that a little bit later, man. I'm gonna say that for the headline. You feel what I'm saying? So, without further ado, man, let's get into the games from East Point Men's League this past Sunday, man. So, get into my notes real quick. All right, man, we're gonna go first game. Gunnah versus Top Dog. I knew that it was gonna be a good game. I called it during my live that Gunners is not just gonna go out and Top Dog is not gonna kick their ass because that's not the type of team Top Dog Committee are. They're not an ass kicking team. They are a team that they gonna play the whole 40 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna get you. It's just like a dog, like you know what I'm saying. Some a little tricky ass dog. Like the dog seems like it's friendly. It seems like that you can pet it, you can get close to it. But as soon as you get close to it, they bite the shit at you. That's who Top Dog Committee is. As soon as you think the game is close and you think that they easy, it's gonna be an easy win, that's when they snap. You know what I'm saying? So no different than what they have been doing, no different than what they have been doing to any other team. They've been winning it within the last 3 minutes of the game. So Gunners came out playing well and went cold due to the hold on. I'm gonna say that one more time, my bad. I'm trying to read it a little bit. I said Gunners came out playing well and went cold towards the end due to poor sportsmanship caused by none other than Mo. Mo, I don't know what the hell you had going on, my brother, but that was not it. That was not it, my boy. I watched 3 possessions of you. 2 of them was you taking 3 balls. Pause. 2 of them was you taking 3-point shots at the top of the key. I don't know if you're working on that or not, but I don't think that was the time for that during the game. You got down here one time, tried to force a layup, then get a foul, and after that, bro, you were just out of it. Like, you complaining about not getting the ball, and I'm like, well, why should they give you the ball after what you just did? And you showing, like, low morale. You showing attitude. Like, you showing, like, you just showing like a bad teammate right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I see Mike, I see the big guy, the number 5, and I see DJ. It's like, bro, just keep hooping, bro. Lose your attitude. Lose your attitude. I heard DJ telling you, bro, lose your attitude. Get out your feelings, bro. Let's just hoop. You know what I'm saying? And then you kind of got it back going a little bit, but I think it was pretty much over with. You know what I'm saying? The number 0 y'all got, I think his name is Log, if I'm not mistaken, Log. He wasn't as good towards Top Dog that he was against the Torches. I heard his reasoning, and I kind of feel him on that if that's the reason. But they really needed Mo during those times, and Mo was just showing like it was all about him. He showed a lot of selfishness during that game. You know what I'm saying? Top Dog Committee picked up on it, and them boys, they excel well during crunch times of the game. You know what I'm saying? So, but Top Dog best players wasn't their best players. They role players outplayed they star players. They role players outplayed B Hop. The role players outplayed Mike. You know what I'm saying? Now, whether they're gonna agree with this or not, I don't know. I don't care. Facts are facts. I sat there and watched the whole game. The role players stepped up in major ways. You know what I'm saying? And that is the Caleb and the other guy. I don't even know the other guy's name, but the MMA fighter, the number 2 with the dreads, the left hand guard. They stepped up big. Everybody always thinking about scoring and this. That. If they don't do what they do, B Hop can't score. If they don't do what they do, Mike can't score. They can't put points on the board and beat nobody if those guys don't do what they do. And they stepped up and outplayed the star players that game. I felt like if it wasn't for them, the Gunners had a chance. You know what I'm saying? It still would have been like up in the air because of Mo attitude, but the game would have been a lot closer towards the end than what it was. It wasn't a blowout. It's just they got a stretch And that stretch was enough for them to close the game out because Gunners wasn't able to recover fully to take control of the game. So I don't want to say too much on Top Dog Committee because they sensitive. A lot of sensitive guys over there. So I'm not gonna say too much about y'all. And I said it. Y'all niggas are sensitive. All right. Good game, good win. With y'all sensitive ass. All right. Let's move on, man. Brotherhood versus high end. High end lack of roster, lack of players, may be the reason they don't make it past the first round in the play-ins. They ain't gonna make it past the play-ins. Like, I don't even know why I said the first round. I don't even know why I wrote that down. They just don't have players, bro. High end just don't have players. They got some nice players, they got some decent players, but you show up with 5 guys against Brotherhood. You show up with 5 guys against any team in there, and they not like that. Y'all gonna get y'all ass kicked. Simple as that. So high end right now, bro, they just don't have enough players on their roster to where they can mix it up, switch it up, get this going, get that going. No rotation, no situational basketball, no nothing. They don't have anything. It's just niggas really out there playing pickup basketball with referees. That's how high end doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Brotherhood finished the season undefeated. But does that mean anything in the playoffs? Me personally, nope. It don't mean nothing in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? You can go undefeated 2-3 times and don't even make it to the championship. Do I think Brotherhood will make it to the championship? Yes. I give it like a 95% that they will make it to the championship. I think that they will get a lot of closer games in the playoffs than what they have been getting in the regular season. Once again, well-rounded. Ain't too much. I'm sorry, it ain't so much I can say about Brotherhood. They're not an exciting team. They just win. They're like the Spurs. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can I say about them that's so exciting to where I could just make like this big announcement? It's nothing too much for me to say about them, but they win games. They got a great point guard in Herm. They got great role players and Crane and Rip, JP, King. They just way around it, bro. Like, it ain't too much you can say. It's self-explanatory if you come and watch them play. If you want to watch good basketball, come and watch Brotherhood. They play great basketball. Now, are they exciting? No, nothing exciting about them, but they win games. And I'm a basketball fan. I like to watch good basketball. It don't have to be exciting for me. Across the court pass to a 3-point shot is exciting to me because I just love the game of basketball. So Brotherhood, of course, stepped on high end. And, undefeated season going into the playoffs, number one, I believe that they are going to get a lot more closer games. And they may turn it up a little bit. So we're going to see. Dirty South versus Southside. Now, this game right here was very, very interesting. Very interesting. Dirty South coach Willie shitted on his players. He shitted on them guys. You know what I'm saying? Them young boys. Josh Montgomery. I don't know what Willie don't see in Josh Montgomery. But Josh is him. A two-way threat, can score on all 3 levels. And you got this man sitting on the bench. He ain't even sitting on the bench, he's sitting on the floor. Because you got that many players on the bench. You got 6 guys on the bench. And Josh Montgomery is one of them. It ain't even enough bench space for him to sit down on a chair. He had to sit down on the floor. Willie, you tripping. You tweaking, my boy. You tweaking, Willie. I don't know what. And then you sat Trey. During close games moments, Trey do not belong on the bench, but I respect Trey so much because as a leader, as a young leader, bro, that man did not sit on the bench with no attitude. That man was still showing leadership. I love that about him. I love it. He is the loudest one on the bench, and he's at the end of the bench yelling, "Get back, play defense, where y'all going?" Da, da, da. Man, that man is yelling to the top of his lungs for them boys to lock in. Willie brought a pro stack team. You got Sam, which is a G League champ. You got Tim Quarterman. You got Josh. And bro, it's like, is it bad coaching? Could we blame them losing with that type of firepower on the coach? Or is it the players' fault? Because this is when things like get up in the air for me. Because it's like, did Willie lose that game or did they lose that game? And from what I watched, I'm blaming the coach. I'm blaming the coach. I don't think some of them pros should have been in the game together. It was no reason for you to have all of them in at one time. You know what I'm saying? You got a bench for a reason. Use your bench. You know what I'm saying? You got scores, you got defenders, you got rebounds, you got all these guys that really play a great role when you let them. But then you bring these star power players and you feel like that's what I need to beat niggas in East Point. No, sir. No, sir. You need a little bit more than that. Because Southside didn't have not one pro on their team. Southside didn't have one pro on their team, and you had three of them. And y'all lost. And y'all lost. It was ugly. Like, y'all did not look good. And I'm not talking about the players. I'm talking about the rotation. Y'all did not look good, man. Players was all in each other's way because they don't know their role. I'm pretty sure they felt like Willie brought me in here to be the guy. And he felt like Willie brought me in here to be the guy. And he felt like Willie brought me in here to be the guy. But now, who's the guy? Nobody know who the guy is. So everybody's in each other's way because we don't know who the guy is. And you can't blame them because Willie have to set the tone and say, hey, listen, you the guy. The rest of y'all follow his lead. And they lost, and they look bad. They looked bad. They are great players. I'm not saying players. No, them niggas can hoop. But as a unit, they look bad. Southside looked like a championship team, man. Shout out to Big Tony. Tony, boy, I don't know why you don't play like that all the time. Maybe because you don't get a lot of bigs on the court. One thing I have noticed about like Big Tony, Big Chuck, and like Kelly, players like that, when there's not like in Toyo, stuff like that, one thing I noticed about y'all bigs, when there's not another big on the court, y'all really don't be aggressive. You know what I'm saying? And I can understand why, because y'all feel like, where's the competition for me? All the guards out here can compete against one another. Who the hell I'm going to compete against? I'm the biggest player out here. You just throw me the ball, I lay it up easy. And, you know, it kind of make you play down a level. You know what I'm saying? You play down to their level because you don't feel like you getting a big man present to go against. And I understand that. And I kind of think that's why Tony did what he did last game against Dirty South. Because Dirty South had Big Sam. They had a couple. They had some dudes down there that really can bang. And Tony was on one. Man, this man was getting blocked. This man was getting rebound. Tony was running. I don't know if y'all know Tony, but Tony don't do a lot of running. He don't. Tony was running. When I say running, I mean sprinting. Tony was fouling. Tony don't do a lot of fouling. Tony was doing up and under layups. Now, he do a lot of that. Tony was rebounding, blocking shot. Tony was exciting to watch. And that don't happen often. You know what I'm saying? Tony was excited. Tony got a rebound. He got pushed, literally pushed. Tony held this pivot, called a timeout. The ref said, I didn't hear it. Tony, you know why the ref didn't hear it? Because the gym was going fucking crazy because how you was playing. That's why I tapped you and I was like, Tony, keep hooping. Because I know why he didn't hear it. He didn't hear it, Tony, because everybody was yelling. Like, Tony is going crazy. Everybody's yelling. I think the referee got caught up in how you was playing, that he wasn't even focusing on you calling timeout. He was listening to the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Is that an excuse for a ref? Hell no. But I think that's what happened with Big Tony. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to Jordan. My boy name. The dark-skinned cat, he played bigger than what he is. I think his name is Take, something like that. If I'm messing your name up, please come in and let everybody know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, though. Bro, you are an X factor, for sure. You play bigger than what you is. Bro, you battle with Big Sam, like you and Sam. Like, Sam like 6'8". You like 6'1", 6'2". Maybe 6'3". Let me say I think bro maybe 6'3", something like that. Sam is 6'8", big body. You know what I'm saying? Sam is like a Carmelo Anthony to me. Bro, you accepted all challenge, and Sam cannot get what he want on you, and I respect that so much, bro. This is why Southside, in my opinion, if they keep this going, This is why I got them and Brotherhood in the championship. But Southside got to keep this going. You know what I'm saying? I like that Terry does what Terry do. Terry can stretch the court. But I also want to see Terry, like, put a nigga on his ass one time. You know what I'm saying? Terry is not like a dirty player. And I respect that about Terry. He big as hell. He's not a dirty player. You know what I'm saying? I love that about Terry. But I don't like that Terry let niggas just come through that lane like that. If that's me, I'm shoulder checking niggas. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, get your ass up out here, boy. You in the wrong house. You don't pay bills down here, my boy. You gotta go back outside. So for one, Terry, I just want to see you flow a nigga and don't worry about the call. Flow his ass and be like, yo. Because playing against Brotherhood and going to the playoffs, you're going to have to do it. I love the fact that you don't play dirty because you don't have to. You're a great player. But, Terry, you're going to have to be a lot more. You're going to have to get ugly in the playoffs. If y'all even want to make it to the championship, you're going to have to get ugly. Jordan, way to hoop. Sean, way to hoop. KJ, I see you out there blocking shots on that three-point line. Way to hoop, my boy. I just love the way y'all put it together, and I love the way y'all boys play. So, let's go down. Blueprint versus Sa'ari. Did I or did I not tell y'all Sa'ari was not going to win another game? Didn't I tell y'all that? Y'all going to start listening to me. I said Saddam is not going to win another game going into the play-ins. I said Sa'ari team is going to fall into the play-ins. I called it. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. It may sound like I'm deriding or whatever y'all want to call it, but I gotta call it how it is. That boy Spence is him. I didn't even realize Spence was that short, that small. But the man is dangerous. And he gotta be dangerous. The man walked in there with an ankle bracelet on. Ain't couldn't nobody in there lock him up. Metaphorically speaking. The man walked in there with an ankle bracelet on. Most wanted, dangerous, $10,000, captured, dead or alive, and nobody could kill him. This man is different, bro. Spence, you are different, brother. Now, I don't give a damn when you in front of me. But, boy, from what I saw, you a dangerous man. You know what I'm saying? This man is a dangerous man. Look, listen, I jotted down so much about the game and that team, and it was just so much on Spence. It sounded like I was just deriding, and I wasn't. And I'm like, damn, I gotta call it how it is. Bro, listen to me, bro. Spence is dangerous with the ball and without the ball. When you are dangerous with the ball and without the ball, you are unguardable. Bro, this man scored like 10 points straight. Maybe more than that of catch and shoot curls. Curling out the pick, curling out the screen, catch and shoot. Everybody out there bigger than him. Everybody out there taller than him. He's shooting over everybody. But this man is locked the fuck in. This is what made it bad. There's only so much he can do with so much time left. With no bench, no time to rest. I don't like the fact that side them didn't pick up on that Spence was getting tired and they didn't call a timeout. Spence was carrying them to keep the game close. He wasn't carrying them to win. He was carrying them just to keep it close. The moment Spence got tired and his shot started falling short, Blueprint took off. And if New York was sitting right beside me, I said, New York, they finna lose from 2 mistakes. I don't know when the mistake's going to happen. I don't know how the mistake's going to happen. Sorry is about to make 2 mistakes and Blueprint going to take off. They ain't going to look back. They made a mistake. Somebody shot a shot. Spence didn't touch the ball. I said, there go mistake number 1. Blueprint go down the court, get a tray ball. They could have got a layup. Dude turned around, gave it to DA, tray ball. They come down, I think they scored. The big left hand got scored. I said, oh, okay. I said, but they got another mistake in them. They come down and they end up turning the ball over. Blueprint went down, another tray ball. Saddam didn't call timeout. I promise you. I don't know if Saddam even scored, but Blueprint went up double digits fast as hell. And it all because Spence got tired. That's it. That's the only reason why Blueprint took off like that. Nobody else stepped up to help that man, bro. Nobody stepped up, and I called. I said, bro, y'all gonna lose against Blueprint. I told Si in private, y'all gonna lose against Blueprint. He said, man, I don't. I said, y'all gonna lose. Why? Because y'all don't know how to help each other. Y'all don't. You know, y'all don't know how to help each other. And a lot of guys did not show up, and I know why they didn't show up because of what happened last game. And I called it. But man, hey, major salute to Spence. I'm sorry you had to lose like that, brother. But boy, you was killing shit. But Blueprint, let's talk about Blueprint. That boy Rob, I always say this about Rob. If Rob don't try to do too much, Rob is a key player on their team. When Rob is trying to do too much, he's fucking up left and right. But when he let the game come to him, that man is a threat and he is a problem. Bruh, Rob probably scored 10 points in like a minute and a half, 2 minutes to keep the game, to keep the momentum on Blueprint side. Now, grant you, Bo is doing both things, DA doing DA things, Tonio doing Tonio things. The dude D, the bald head dark skinned cat, D and Rob, let me tell it, was the reason why they was able to pull away like they did towards the end. You know what I'm saying? Them boys locked in. They made good defensive stops. I mean, they all did it as a unit. But what I'm saying is when the key player's not doing it and you got Rob and D doing it, bro, you got to reward those guys. And you got to tip your hat to them because that's what Bo, DA, and Antonio need. They need guys to step in because they going to play 40 minutes. But guess what? They going to need a possession or two off on defense. And I like the fact that Rob and D step up. You know what I'm saying? They step up and they give them boys that rest. And they can get a bucket. Rob played like the college player I knew he was. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was. Man, this man scored like 10 points in like a minute and a half. They came out hit a three, he came out hit a three. And it wasn't like no lucky, it wasn't like no nothing. That man was full-blown confident about the shots he was taking, and they was letting him go. D come down. They may go a possession or two without scoring. D come down, slice through the defense, get to the rack, get an and one, get to the line, shoot a 3-ball. I like D game. When Rob and D let the game come, which D do it all the time, it's Rob for me. When Rob let the game come to him, that man is a problem out there, man. And I love the fact that he let the game come to him during those moments because he shine. D plays well. That man pace and his pause is different. I never see D rush nothing. When he missed layup, a lot of times it slips out of his hand or he may just miss the layup. It ain't because nobody rushed him or nobody forced him to miss. He just missed it. Now, when Rob missed layup, it's because Rob trying to do too much. You know what I'm saying? Rob may have an easy layup, but he want to go up and under. He want to do a little bit too much. But when he just hoop and takes what the defense give him, because he can score all three levels. And he got court vision. But when he just plays, Rob is a big threat. Very big threat. Shout out to Blueprint, man. All right. Headline. The best game of the day. The most intensified game of the day. The showdown of the day. Hawk versus Torches. First of all, man, let's give a round of applause for Hawks and Torches, man. For putting on the show. Let's do that. A lot of y'all gonna hate, but wasn't nobody game more intensified than that. Nobody game had that many people sitting in there watching. Nobody game. Shout out to Pooh. Yeah, shout out to me. Y'all gonna hate. Shout out to Pooh. Shout out to Paul. Shout out to the Pooh and Paul show. Now, once again, the Pooh and Paul show did not disappoint. Every time me and Paul get to going and we want to promote it, it's always a great game. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember last time he blew me out. I don't remember last time I blew him out. Every time we have played, bro, it always came down to the last shot. Or in this case, we're going to talk about that. Bro, I want to speak on the Torches first. And I want to speak on me. I hold myself fully accountable. I gift wrapped the game and I handed it to the Hawks unintentionally. The Hawks literally won because I literally gave it to them. Here y'all go. Here go a W, just like that. I literally gave the Hawks the win unintentionally. I didn't do it on purpose, right? So, yes, I was bothered, but I wasn't that bothered. I did not care. You know what I'm saying? I cared about winning, but I didn't care throughout the game because Players on my bench is crying about me chirping at the house. These boys are acting like full blown bitches because I am talking trash. They talking trash to us. Why I can't talk trash back? They coaches yelling at me. Why I can't yell back at him? The crowd, the crowd is screaming poo, poo, poo. My name was the most name mentioned from 1 o'clock to 6 p.m. Nobody's name was mentioned more than Pooh name. Let's get that out the way. This is when I say nobody come to see you, Otis. They come to see David because David performed. They came to watch me. A lot of them was not on my side. A lot of them came because they wanted me to lose. But nonetheless, they still came for me. They came for Paul. They came for the Hawks. They came for the Tortures. The fact that niggas is on the bench feeling like they're not part of the moment is what bothered me. They want to get in the game so bad, not to win, but to be a part of the moment so they can hear the crowd. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not there to win the game because they're not playing like me. I'm diving on the floor. I'm getting steals here. I'm getting steals down. I'm getting fouls here. I'm taking charges here. I'm doing everything I can to win. I done been in those moments. I love those moments, but those moments don't get to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not eager to shit on one of my teammates just to be a part of the moment. These niggas is literally on the bench telling Bob scary ass, take Pooh out the game because he's talking. Bob took me out the game because I was, not because I was not performing, because I was talking. Then he put these scary ass niggas in the game and Paul cook them. L cook them. Kenzie, Big Sean, Big P, New York, cook them. Why did they cook them? Because you do not have the guy that puts that fear in them that he can't put in him. You got that guy that matches them. You got that guy that pushes them. I'm that guy that I'm playing to intimidate. Ain't nobody gonna intimidate me. The fact that these niggas was letting these niggas post them up, get to the rack, and do all this, I never spoke on them. I never said take him out the game because of this. Take him out the game because of that. I let Bob make his decision because Bob do not know how to coach. Bob gonna make dumb decisions. I don't care how the game goes. We really win games due to players. That's why I don't understand why are we going against each other when we the reason why we win. It has nothing to do with coaching. Nothing to do with coaching. I told Bob, bro, you might as well just go to the concession stand and just watch us hoop. You don't know what you're doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been telling him that for years. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to read the clock. You don't know when to use your timeouts. You don't know when to move players in and out the game due to situation. You don't know nothing. Just go coach kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't got to deal with you that long. They don't really know what's going on. They don't know that you're telling them the wrong shit. They just there running around. Go coach kids. Coaching grown men that know the game of basketball, you're going to get put in a situation that you cannot handle. Right? So that's what happened with me and them guys. They over there bitching about me. Yeah, I got mad. I got upset because I asked Bob, why did you take me out? He said, ask your teammate. Why I got to ask my teammates? Why I got to ask them why I'm coming out the game? Because they said take you out the game. Why are they saying take me out the game? Because you're talking. What? Because I'm talking? Not because I'm performing. Not because I'm playing defense. Not because ain't nobody scored on me. Can't no nigga say, but I was giving Pooh buckets. Not even Paul. Because I got film to show Paul was running. He used all type of screens. Every time he try to go one-on-one, clamp. Every time. Every single time. Not one bucket on me. Right? So, when it come down to the Hawk situation, L was being L for sure. Paul was being Paul for sure. Everybody played well on the Hawks. It wasn't no standout guy. Paul did not stand out. L did not stand out. Sean, nobody stood out. Everybody played great. But I do want to give flowers to somebody that I was cooking. Shout out to New York. I love how New York stepped up in the moment and he showed, bro, I can be a great team role player. I don't have to touch the ball a lot. I ain't got to bring it up the court. I ain't got to take a lot of shots. What do you need me to do? I would do it. I don't know who told New York to guard Lil D, but he accepted the challenge. And unfortunately, because Lil D my guy, Lil D couldn't get a bucket on him. You know what I'm saying? Not saying Lil D can't score on him. I'm saying during those moments, Lil D could not get a bucket on him. And we gave Lil D the side, like, cook his ass. And New York was like, no. Pooh talked all this about me trying to be a guard and I couldn't be a guard and I'm finna show him. You say I couldn't be a guard, but I'm finna guard the quickest guy on the court, the smartest guy on the court. You know what I'm saying? And he did. He did very well. Not only do he do well in that, New York made some tough shots. New York blew some layups. Worrying about the referees. I keep telling him, just go get the layup. I get that things happen, but you got to get up and you got to go. But New York showed growth. He evolved. He looked like he really fits with the Hawks. He looked like he can be very valuable to them if they use him the right way. If they use New York the right way, he could be valuable. If New York take his attitude out of it, if New York just accept the role that they give him and says, okay, I'm going to do this better than everybody on the court, I guarantee you the Hawks will advance. Now, this is where it get tricky. By Side Show losing and the Hawks beating us, the Hawks advances into the playoffs and out of the play-ins, which means Paul the Great cannot play. It get very interesting. Now, Dirty South plays against the Hawks, and Side plays against the Torches, which I feel like is cool for me because we didn't even play Side Show the whole season. Like, we didn't get a chance to play them. So, yeah, I'm glad that we get to play them because of that fact. Like, we couldn't get to play them then. I want to play them now. You know what I'm saying? Let's play when it matters. You know what I'm saying? So, those games should be two good games. I think the play-ins is going to be lit, and I think the first round of the playoffs is going to be lit. I think the whole playoff run is going to be lit. But let me say this. Shout out to Paul. Shout out to the Hawks. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to everybody, man, for how they performed and how everybody stepped up to the moment. Now, let's talk about my sorry ass. Right? Let's talk about me. Do I hurt the Torches by focusing on defense in that game and not offense? I took 5 shots, and I went 1 for 4. I hit a 3, missed 2 threes, missed 2 layups, right? Got to the free throw line, made some free throws, right? My goal be to get stops, not to score points. I'm not trying to outscore Paul. I'm not trying to outscore L. I'm trying to stop L, and I'm trying to stop Paul. And if I'm stopping them, we eventually going to score buckets. As long as my teammates step up and do their part, which they were doing their part when it came down to that aspect. When they got their feelings out of it and, you know what I'm saying, all that goofy shit that they was on, we started working, right? Now, this is why I'm such in the words aside, a nut-ass nigga. I was so much in my feelings with the team, I didn't want to talk to them. Because me, when it come down to people putting shade on my name, I don't want to be around you. You know what I'm saying? I want to be around you. So I didn't go to the huddle. Nor did I ask the table, did we have any timeouts left? That's on my goofy ass. I'm dumb. I'm stupid. I'm a bum, trash, garbage. I'm beneath everything in that fucking gym because I let my feelings get in the way of me beating my arch nemesis. I let my feelings and what these niggas was saying about me get to me to the point where I unintentionally handed these niggas the game, right? Let's talk about the moment. We tie the game up, right? They come back down, right? This is what nobody sees. Both possessions that they got a shot at Tim, I played a part in getting a stop. L tried to split me and Beze. I hit the ball, causing L to pick it up, and Beze only had to do with wall up. Beze did a great job of walling up. Now, we didn't get the rebound, right? We didn't get the rebound, so they get the ball back. I'm guarding L now because I know they're going to try to go back to L. They're going to try to set a screen. So L tried to get Kizzy to set a screen on me. I blew it up. L can't get the ball. Paul can't get the ball. They almost run the 5 seconds on the inbound. They throw the ball to New York. New York is in a bad position. He only got 5 seconds. New York catches the ball and he try to get a shot up, but he up under the basket. He can't go nowhere. Catch the ball. No, it was like 8 seconds, like 7, 8 seconds. I catch the ball on a rebound. I look up, it's like 4 seconds. I yell, time out. Not knowing we didn't have any timeouts left because I didn't go to the huddle, so I don't know if they discussed that or not, nor did I go to the table and check for myself. Now, this is where it was crazy for me at. When I called timeout, the referee gave me the timeout. My dumb ass teammates started yelling, we don't have no more timeouts. Nobody knew we didn't have no more timeouts but them. And I believe that they was going to let it slide. Because when I called timeout, they said timeout, they pointed. These dumbass niggas start yelling, we ain't got no more time. I'm like, what? I'm like, that's when I knew like we didn't have no more time. I'm like, what? So get what the referee do. Like, hold on, they ain't got no more time out. Let me go to the table and check. The referee go to the table. Cause y'all remind y'all now, when I did it, they didn't go right to the free throw line and shoot free throws. Nobody knew we didn't have no more timeouts until my teammates yelled it. They go to the table and check. The refs had to go check. They went to the table. They ain't got no more timeout. The dude at the table said, nope, they ain't got no more timeouts. That's when Paul them started clapping. Oh, he Chris Webber, he dumb. I'm dumb for sure, but my team is dumb as well for yelling it out. We don't have no more timeouts left when they did not know that. Yes, I am a bum. Yes, I am underneath everything that's in that fucking gym. I gave these niggas the game. I'm trash, I'm garbage, I'm all of that. But you know one thing else about me, nigga, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. You know why I don't care? I played my heart out. I played my ass off. I gave up a lot of shots. I only took 5 shots the whole game. I let my teammates be my teammates. My teammates will not let me be me. So throughout the game, I don't care about these niggas no more. It's all about my pride. I said that before. I'm playing for pride, right? Coach is a bum. My teammates is some bitches. And it's like, bro, not out. Let me say this. Beze, TC, Mason, and the big dude was the only dude that was rocking with my energy. They was the only nigga rocking with my energy. Let me say that. Beze, TC, Mason, and the big dude was the only ones rocking with my energy. Everybody else is acting like I'm hurting when I'm like, we up. And I'm still talking. I've been talking the whole game. We up. Why y'all worried about it? So that's why I didn't care. And I heard everybody in the stands like, oh, he gonna leave. Wait, we want to see this talk about it on his podcast for this. Nobody said nothing about my team. So that's what my point. Why are y'all so pressured when the pressure not even on y'all? The pressure's on me. I'm the one that's gonna get grilled. I'm the one gonna get cooked. I'm the one that everybody is gonna talk about when this is all said and done. But at the end of the day, everybody still respects me as a hooper. Everybody still like, bro was hooping, bro was doing his thing, but he's dumb as hell for what he did. And I agree 100%. I am dumb as hell for getting in my feelings. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get in my feelings to where it affected my gameplay. I got in my feelings to where it affected my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? We need that quick second thought as hoopers. We make quick decisions. We got to make decisions on the fly. And I didn't think about it. Because you know why? I'm like, I'm in go mode. I'm in such go mode. I forgot to slow down as a IQ player. I forgot to slow down and realize, go check to see if you got any more timeouts. And if you go get this rebound, just hold it. Let's go into overtime. Because nobody credit me for going to get that rebound. Nobody credit me for getting 2 stops back to back against L and Paul. Nobody credit me for that. But everybody's gonna remember the Chris Rebel moment, and I'm gonna remember it too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't giving myself no credit neither. I'm a bum ass nigga for that. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to the Hawks. Shout out to the Torch. Well, we ain't shouting out to the Torches. We're not gonna shout out to them because their attitude was bad. You know what I'm saying? We lost because of attitudes. If everybody would have stayed together, we would have won for sure. So I can't even shout out the Torch. Because when I say shout out to Torch, I'm talking about me as well. So I ain't even shout me out. Because I should have stayed locked in. I should never let them niggas get to me like that. Because I already know what type of niggas they are. They've been doing it all season. I wait to this game to let it affect me. That will make me such a bitch. I'm a bitch for that. And I hold myself accountable. You feel me? So shout out to the Hawks. Shout out to me and Paul for another showdown. Shout out to East Point League for another great Sunday, man. For another great Sunday. So y'all know me for now. Like I said, for now on, I want to end my show with giving flowers. Now, I kind of wrote this down. I'm gonna see if I can go off script right now because coming out top of the head, I might fumble a little bit. I don't want to fumble. I'm giving my flowers to none other than my boy, my guy, my brother, man, Paul the Great, bro. Let me give my flowers. This is why I be want to go off script. I be stumbling. Give my flowers to Paul the Great. You know why, bro? And I'm gonna try to read what I wrote a little bit. My boy Paul overcame a lot of adversity in his life to become the man we all know today. Not only is Paul a phenomenon basketball player who has put on for Atlanta in the Crew League and the Drew League, bro also give opportunity to other struggling players around the city to potentially follow their dreams as a pro basketball player. I truly respect Paul for coming to East Point League with no pro ego or arrogance and simply entertaining a men's league. Listen, bro, it was pros that came to watch and still critiqued us. It was pros that came in there and played, and shout out to them. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of pros came this last Sunday. Sam, Tim, Josh, and they didn't have no ego. They didn't have any of that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have any of that, right? The reason why I'm saying Paul, bro, is because Paul was posting about East Point. He was sharing, he was joining the live, he was hyping up the podcast. Bro really came back home and jumped right back into the same pool with the rest of us as if he's not elite. You know what I'm saying? As if he's not elite. And I respect that so much about bro. And I know a lot of niggas gonna feel however they feel, but this is why I rock with bro. Because don't matter how far he go outside the city, he always come back and plays with us. And he don't act like he don't need to be there. He entertains the drama. He entertained, bro. Paul was there the whole day, just like I was. You know what I'm saying? He was there the whole day. He continued to troll me after he beat me. He continued to post about East Point me after the game was over with. This is why I do not understand why players were trying to protest Paul to not be in the playoffs when he is bringing a lot to the league. Now, grant you, he didn't make the requirements. No, he shouldn't play. Grant you. Rules are rules. You don't make the 3-game requirement, you should not play, Paul. You my guy. But the fact that other players really had an opinion about you playing bothered me. You know what I'm saying? Power, bro, much love to you, my guy. Much love to you, my brother. You know how we rocking, man. You know how we talk. And, bro, I just want to say I appreciate you for coming back. We ain't gave a Paul and Pooh show in like over a year. And look at the outcome, bro. And it only happened because of you. If you don't entertain me in a positive way, it doesn't happen. Shout out to East Point, man, for letting us let this happen, bro. Y'all let it. Shalard, I heard you. I heard you, Shalard. You know what I'm saying? I rarely hear Shalard get involved in the games. Shalard, I heard you when L missed that free throw and I walked up and bumped him in the chest like, yeah, nigga, miss another one. I heard you. Yeah, Pooh, talk to him. Talk to him. Bro, that energy came because Paul entertained it. L entertained it. They y'all entertain me. I'm an entertainer. You got to entertain the entertainer for it to be the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Even though I blew the game, I handed them the game, bro, I had fun. We all had fun. Nobody even talked about me blowing the game. The biggest thing about me was people saying he only had 5 points. Nobody said he did a dumbass decision. Not out in public, maybe in a group chat, but that don't mean nothing. Out publicly, I speak publicly. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't speak on me publicly, then it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So by me telling everybody I was a bum, I was a trash ass nigga for doing that, it's my word. I don't give a fuck. Shout out to my boy Paul, man. Paul, I hate that we couldn't get that rematch in the playoffs, but you know, I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see you soon, man. So I appreciate everybody for joining the show. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all share the post. The more y'all share it, the more people it reaches, and the more people engage into it, the more it give me um um enthusiasm to do it, bro. So yeah, thank y'all. I am your host, Hot Boy Guttah, aka Stephen A. Guttah. On GUP, I am him because he is me. Don't forget, stay real, stay loyal. See y'all next time, man.